Yep, that's right. EcoFlow finally got the rest of my equipment here. So I suppose we should have a look, see if the brand new stuff is identical to the refurbed stuff. I'm probably guessing it is. So far it looks identical. Same stickers, same box, same everything. Same plastic cover, same manual, same power, the same smell. Same device, same solar cables. Yep, I'd hazard a guess it's practically identical. Even the plastic cover over the shiny plastic is exactly the same. So I think if all said and done, it's probably better to get the refurbed one. You still get 2 years warranty, it's not 10 like this one has, but at the end of the day, if it's going to last 2 years, odds are it's going to probably last a long time after that, and it's half the price almost. Right, so to get the two battery systems communicating with each other, we have to connect the PAR one up to the PAR one on the back of the one that's currently in operation, and that will link the two batteries together, and this one can supply energy to this one via its mains connections and stuff like that, and its solar connections. I do have 4 more solar panels that also came with this package, so they're brand new 500 watt EcoFlow panels. So I'll get them wired up probably tomorrow if I've got time. But for now, let's get this one and this one plugged together so they can communicate. And with that, one firmware update later, a connection, and putting it next to it, and it's all up and running. It came with 30% charge. Obviously it's now balanced across the two. It's been in a few minutes, but yeah, all good. Next thing next is getting the solar panels installed, so I'll see you for that. Oh, sunny day. And the shed. And the 2 extra panels, and we'll get them installed. Right, I've already got one up and installed because I wanted to see how the mounting and everything was going to work. So that's up and mounted. It's got a gasket underneath to keep any water out and stuff like that, and it's mounted nice and securely. So let's get the other one mounted. Right, so in the middle section you've got like this T bracket that will go across both of them, lock it in, go down to the rail, and then we'll put another rail over here somewhere, wherever the edge of the panel is, and lock it down with the L bracket and lock it into place. But first, we need to get the panel up on the roof. Alright, panel's up. One of the brackets is locked in, so now I just need to move my way around all the different corners and add the other rails and gaskets and bolts, and we should be good. Oh, that's warm. Right, that's the 7th panel all set up. One more panel to go. I have cable for it. I don't have fittings though, so I've ordered some MTCPs, and once they come in, we'll wire the last panel up, and then we'll have all 8 panels up running and chucking into the system. So we'll go through how it's currently set up on the computer in a second, but besides that, let's go. Here you can see today we generated 8.17 kilowatt hours of energy. That was before we put the 7th panel up, and here you can see, and here we go, this is 4 of the panels, obviously in different states of shade. This is the other 3 panels. This PV2 is the new panel that we put up, and obviously that's getting decent power because of where it is, and it's facing almost directly into the sun now as the sun's going down towards the west. And we're currently still generating over 800 watts of energy. It's discharging a bit of battery because the house is using 900 watts, but we've got battery at 53%, so we've got a decent amount of energy. We've got 2 kilowatts of energy, 2 kilowatt hours of energy, should I say, to be able to dump into the system to keep everything happy. So I'll get the 8th panel installed as soon as my connectors come. And next video I'll show you Home Assistant and some of the stuff you can do with that, and bring it into your dashboards and stuff like that so you can see your energy reports. But besides that, thanks for now. Speak to you in a bit. Bye.